Well, hi, my name is Dave Taylor, and it's really early in the morning when I'm making this video, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make the videos whenever it inspires me. And this morning, when I'm making this, I want you to think about something. If you want to be yourself, then you're going to have to learn some tips and some tricks in order to not be what everybody else wants you to be. Now, first, you have to realize that there are good people who are much more intelligent than we are and have maybe some life experiences that are more advanced than what we already know. You can follow them. I'm not saying be a rebel or break away from everything that's intelligent or wise. I don't mean that. But you have to determine who is wise and who isn't. And then you have to also come up with who's allowed, who has permission to speak into your life. Not everybody should speak into your life. A lot of times we do whatever anybody tells us to do. We're just that type of person. And if somebody says this, we're this. If they say that, we're that. And we never are ourselves because we keep sacrificing our own will, our own desire to do what everybody else wants us to do. So, who has permission to speak into my life and who's wise enough to speak into my life? Kind of common sense. But sometimes we forget those things which are common. Now here's another thing. Once you know who it is who cannot speak into your life, then you're going to have to disregard them. That's the hard part. Moms, dads, parents, people, friends who are just, a little too bossy, a little too this, a little too that. But they can speak into your life if they were really great people, friends, co-workers, and whatnot. But you know what? They're not really that smart, and you really don't want to listen to them. They're going to mess you up. So what you have to do is you have to determine a way to say no. And that's the hard part. How do you say no to your mother? How do you say no to a friend who's too pushy? But you have to learn these things, because if you don't, then the problem is going to come where people tell you what to do, and you don't want to do it. You know you shouldn't do it, but then you end up giving in. So come up with a kind of a way to say no. Or sometimes you just need to say no. Just the simple word no. And somebody gave me some wisdom once. He said, just because somebody asks you a question, it doesn't mean that you need to give an answer. Some really wise counsel there. Kind of hard to master and apply in your life, but it's true. And when people tell you to do things, it's the same thing. Sometimes you don't just don't start acting on it. Don't do it. Now, that doesn't mean to lie to somebody and say, oh, okay, and then not do it. That's not good. That'll injure your character. But what you do is when somebody tells you something and it doesn't agree with your core person, your values, your beliefs, then you're going to have to say, thank you so much for your input into my life, but I have to tell you that I'm afraid I won't be able to do it. And as you take steps like that to be kind but yet affirmative and strong, then people who are bossy, well, they're going to do one of two things. They're going to fight you and try to push you to do what they want you to do, or they're just going to go away. And sometimes that's the best thing, for people just to go away who, don't want to contribute to your life. They just want to boss you around. Well, I hope this has helped you, and we're going to keep doing these little videos, and I hope it blesses you. Have a great day.